Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and no matter what time it is, I hope that you behind that camera right there are having an amazing day. I've missed you, and I'm going to be creating a ton of content over the holidays, especially because it's slowed down just a little bit, so you get the benefit of that. I am going to bore you to death. I'm actually just joking. Actually, today we're going to talk about website design and structure and really help you to build out the website, the infrastructure of that, so that you can actually run Google dynamic ads against your website content. Long-winded story. I'm going to get you some leads. I'm going to get you a lot of leads, and I'm going to get them to you very, very inexpensively. And so let me go over a couple different things first. Really, let's take a look at my website for 2 seconds. Let me just get over to the computer. You can see here that I operate in several different metro areas, and I want you to think about it from terms of macro, meaning the Phoenix DMA region, Phoenix designated market area. It's actually from Nielsen ratings. I used to work in radio, for those of you guys that didn't know that. I was a radio host for quite some time, and talking about DMA regions is the geographic region of a metropolitan area, and it is all encompassing. So for example, like Phoenix would be really from like the edges of Phoenix, north, south, east, and west, all the way down to probably like Maricopa, all the way up to almost Prescott Valley, I think, and then from really East Mesa all the way out to like Waddell. That geographic in between that area right there is called the DMA region, designated market area. And so when Google is looking at people that are searching for things that are in the area, like the DMA region that we're talking about, is trying to promote websites that really align its interests with the people that are searching. So if you think about it from Google's point of view here, what Google's whole business model revolves around is having the best search results. So if you think about like what Yahoo did back in 2002, before Google was really around, they had decent web results, but Google came in and really refined that algorithm, really refined those results. So every time that you click on Google and you're searching for something like Gilbert, Arizona homes for sale, it's going to show you the best results first. And people have tried to use black hat SEO tactics to try to game that algorithm, and it's really backfired on them because Google's really figured this stuff out, and they're very, very, very intelligent, and they have a whole lot of data. And so they can see, based on the analytics, how many people are clicking into your website and then how many click back out immediately. It's called bounce rate. They can see how long people spend on your website. They can see how many times they visit your website over and over and over again. You have cookies installed. You usually have a tracking pixel, something like that allows Google Analytics to see that data and analyze your website and really make sure that it's showing the most relevant search terms. The search results are very, very relevant to what somebody's searching for. And so in this process, you have to really think about the end user, the user experience. When somebody's searching for Gilbert, Arizona homes for sale, what type of content do they want? What are they looking for? They're looking for Gilbert, Arizona homes for sale. So if they search for Gilbert, Arizona homes for sale and they end up in Miami, Florida, there's a big disconnect there, and then Google will de-rank your website, or at least that page, and then you don't get any organic stuff. And so understanding how to structure your website is so fundamentally important, because the structure of your website will really guarantee that Google can, number one, index your site, but number two, that your user is going to have a very, very good and fluid experience. And you can cheat. You can go into like a Zillow or a Realtor.com or Redfin and see how their structure is done, or please go on my website. You can cheat off of me and look how I've structured my website. And I didn't do it right the first time. I'll be quite frank with you. It took me a long time to figure this stuff out. And so you're going to see some inconsistencies, especially my URLs. There are some limitations inside Sierra Interactive. I'm probably boring you to death by now, by the way. But going back to my website here for 2 seconds, the Phoenix metro area, if you look at Gilbert here, and Phoenix is the bigger, broader, that's the macro. Gilbert would be a subset. It's a smaller town inside of the Phoenix DMA region. And then, we have, here it is, Gilbert, Arizona homes for sale and real estate. You've got the listings first. And then what I did was I put links to all the popular neighborhoods in Gilbert, Arizona, and then I talked a little bit about Gilbert, and I talked about the real estate market here in Gilbert, and I give you pie graphs and charts, and I give you some pictures that are relating to Gilbert, and some test scores for education, and some more beautiful pictures, and what is that? Somebody kayaking or something like that in one of the lakes. That's pretty cool. Anyways, and then I've got all the little zip codes for Gilbert, Arizona homes for sale, and then on the top right here, I've got popular real estate searches in Gilbert, Arizona, and the goal here is, and you can cheat off of Zillow. So if you go to Zillow.com and you look at that, you can click on buy, and there's a little drop-down box, and it will give you like all the popular search terms for that. Or conversely, what you can do is just search for Gilbert, Arizona homes for sale. I'm gonna make myself look really, really silly if I don't do well organically here. And so you can see Realtor.com is first, Zillow is second, Redfin is third, Trulia, Movoto, Remax, Century 21, Homes.com, the big players, Zip Realty, some paid advertising here. Then down here, you can see searches related to Gilbert, Arizona homes for sale, and you can see what you got going on here. So new homes for sale, Zillow, I hate to see that. Mesa Homes for Sale, which is a neighboring community. Homes for sale in Gilbert, Arizona under 200,000. I wouldn't expect that. Homes for rent, homes for sale with a pool. That's a good one. And so let me click on this and just see where I rank organically. Okay, so I'm on the second page. I'm in the number 13 spot. Overall, not that bad because that is a very big macro term. There's a lot of volume, a lot of competition for that keyword. And I'm going to show you how to stay away from bidding on those keywords and really focusing on the smaller subsets. It's called long tail. And so let's look at the Gilbert, Arizona homes for sale thing here again, just real quick. And you can see, I've done all the popular searches in here. So we'll take a look at some of the stuff like Gilbert, Arizona with a 2+ car garage. I know that this gets a lot of traffic. I'm going to search Google for that real quick and show you the ranking. Okay, I did pretty well here. I didn't expect that. I'm number 3 for that, ahead of Redfin and some of the other local players here. Homes.com is down here. That's good news. And so you can get an idea that you really want to focus on some of that long tail keyword just for organic rankings because you'll get that traffic. You can beat Zillow, you can beat Redfin, you can beat Trulia and Realtor.com for the longer tail keywords. It's very, very hard to compete on the level of the broader key terms like Phoenix, Arizona homes for sale or Gilbert, Arizona homes for sale. It doesn't matter how much content you put out there. They've got a huge, massive page rank because think about how much content those websites have. They've got access to every MLS across the entire country, if not, further than that. It's pretty easy, and then what I did here, if you want to think about, okay, so we've got the macro, we've got Phoenix, Arizona, then we've got a subset of Gilbert, Arizona, and then let's look at one of the neighborhoods inside of Gilbert, Arizona. I'll use the first one here, just Agritopia. I'll click on that. And then same thing here. So I've got Agritopia Homes for Sale and Real Estate is my header, my H1 tag. And then you can see I've got all this stuff here. I've got a cute little picture that I took. Don't use anybody else's pictures, by the way, please, please, please. And don't use stock photography either. That'll actually hurt your page rank. Go out, use your iPhone and just take a picture, or if you have a better camera like the one I'm on right now, take some pictures, edit those things, crop them down, make sure they make sense, cut people out of them if you can do that. I would really appreciate that. And then I've got a little map of Agritopia here straight from Google, and then a little blurb about, what it is in Agritopia, Arizona. I've got links to all the other neighborhoods in Gilbert. And then let's just search for this Agritopia homes for sale and see where I rank organically. Okay, average position, not too bad, 4.7. Let's see where I'm at today. I'm in the 4th position. Okay, so I'll probably get a little bit of organic traffic from that. And so that's where that money starts to happen. And here's the catch on this thing. What I'm going to show you how to do in a different tutorial. By the way, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. That really helps the algorithm and helps me reach more people. I don't charge for this content, and it takes a long time to build it. So it would really mean a lot to me if you liked and subscribed to the videos. Enough about that. But getting back into this thing, what we're going to do is show you how to run dynamic Google paid pay-per-click ads. And you need the content. So you need the local content to be able to run those dynamic ads efficiently because you don't want to be bidding $4 a click for Phoenix, Arizona homes for sale. You want to bid like 30 cents a click for Agritopia, Arizona homes for sale. It's much better use of your money, quite frankly. So let me show you my ad account for 2 seconds here. This is my actual ad account. This is the last 7 days. Today's the 12th or 13th of December, I think, something like that. And so you can see my traffic. My budget's about $180 a day for Phoenix and about 20 bucks a day for Denver, and I do a $2 a day ad spend on my competition, which would be like Redfin, Remax, Zillow, some of the local brokerages and stuff like that. So you can see that, and they don't get a lot of impressions or ad spend, so I don't mind doing it. And so you can see my impressions here, about 24,000, 25,000 impressions, a decent amount of clicks, about 2,700 clicks. My interaction rate is pretty decent, above 10%. Anything above 10% is pretty good. My average cost per click, though, is only 39 cents. And so you can see, I've got 152.58, I don't know how that, it's an attribution model issue, 152.58 conversions at an average cost of about $7.04 per lead. That is not too bad considering, especially, back in the day when we were buying Zillow leads or Realtor.com leads, they were like 200 bucks a lead. Back in the good days, they were like 50 bucks a lead, but they creeped up pretty substantially since. So to be able to generate a lead at $7 or $6 for Denver is very, very good. The only way to do this, guys, is to have a massive amount of content. And so you can see here, this is my actual web page. Look how many content pages I have. 1,945. That is a lot of content pages. And so if you think about it, I've gone through and made a landing page for every single subdivision, every single condo community, every single long tail keyword search that I can think of, like Gilbert, Arizona homes for sale with a 2+ car garage, Gilbert, Arizona homes for sale with 1+ acre lots, anything that you can think of. so that you can get that organic traffic, number one, that's the free traffic, but you can run dynamic search ads against everything else. And so you have to have that big, broad base of content. It's not easy. It's not easy. And to be quite frank with you, I don't want it to be easy because I'm willing to do the extra effort that it takes to get this result. And not a lot of people are willing to put in the work to get these kinds of results. So when you're thinking about building content, really think about a broader strategy and say, hey, look, I'm going to focus in on a geographic niche. Maybe to begin with, it's a small geographic niche. Maybe it is only Gilbert, Arizona. And so going back to the website here, build out all this stuff here. Gilbert, Arizona homes for sale, condos for sale, homes in Gilbert with a private pool is what that says. So that when people are searching for this stuff, you rank very, very well. And I would look like an idiot if I didn't rank very well on this thing. Okay, I'm number 3 today. I can deal with that. And so you're gonna get some decent traffic. The paid advertising that we're gonna be doing is really the bridge between the time that you set up your website to the time that you start ranking well organically. And it's gonna do a couple different things. Number one, it's gonna give Google Analytics a lot of information about your website. It's gonna start crawling it more frequently as your content changes. You get pushed up in the rankings pretty quick when you have good, fresh content. And so it's very, very important to understand that. Google loves site structure and things are organized very, very well. And so if you've got a lot of content here that is relating to Gilbert, Arizona, like new construction homes in Gilbert, and people can click on that, and it's very, very mobile friendly, and keeping in mind that it is completely separated. You have 2 completely separate webs now, 2 completely separate internets. You have a mobile internet and you have a desktop internet. Make sure, please, that you're compatible on both. I know Sierra Interactive does a fantastic job with cross-compatibility, and it formats very, very well for mobile, which is about 75% or 77% of my traffic right now. And so understanding what that looks like. So that is the structure. So what I want you guys to do is when you're creating landing pages, really focus on the content, really focus on the user experience, make sure it's very easy to navigate, easy to use. You can get back to the homepage quickly. You can go back to the, if you're in Agritopia, for the example that we use, you can go back to Gilbert Homes for Sale very easily. It's just a one-click type deal. So that is it for today. Guys, thank you for tuning in. It means the world to me. It really does. And so please, again, if you haven't done already, like and subscribe. And I will see you very, very soon. Thanks. Take care. See ya.